Story of the movies, episode 13, the Fast and Furious movies. The long-awaited episode 13 is here. This will be the first 8. This is not including Hobbs and Shaw or F9. F9 is in theaters as we speak, and Hobbs and Shaw is not part of the franchise, really. Let's begin. The first one begins with this undercover cop named Brian O'Connor. He needs to find out what these street racers do. And the main characters basically in the series are Dominic Toretto, Brian O'Connor, Letty, and Mia Toretto. They need to help. Well, Brian needs to find out what they're doing, but he ends up saving Dom and Vince, which is another. He's not a main character, but he's a character. And this kid named Jesse, and Dom, it's basically Jesse's guardian because his dad's in jail and his mom's dead. And then they get caught by the cops, but Brian saves Dom, and basically everything breaks out. Vince gets stuck on a truck, and Brian blows his cover by revealing he's a cop. So basically that's it. Now the second one is called Too Fast, Too Furious. Brian, a fugitive, a rogue cop, teams up with his old friend Roman Pierce, and they get hired, and they go on a car chase with the police, and then they get in this garage where there's a bunch of cars that come out, and when the cops get to the cars that Brian and Roman were driving, it isn't them. They switched cars, and they switched the bags of money into whatever cars they got in. And the goons are supposed to kill them after they do the job. And then, doesn't work out. They ended up knocking out both of the goons. And they save some of the cash for themselves, and so that's basically the end of the second one. Now this is where it gets confusing. I'm doing this by timeline order. It's not what you think it is. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Next up is 4. You'll find out why. Okay, 4. 4 is where they're in a Dominican Republic, and they get hired to do something. They get hired by a very powerful person, and Dom realizes that Letty is dead, and he wants to find out who killed her. And Dom and Brian work together to go undercover, and Dom finds out who killed Letty, and tries to kill the guy, and basically that happens, and basically that's about it. And then, yeah, they put the bad guy Braga in jail, and we don't see him until, I don't know which one, like 6 or 7. Oh, also at the end of the 4th one, Dom goes to jail. Now is Fast 5, which is the best one in the series, which people do say that is true. Basically 5 picks up exactly where 4 left off. Dom gets broken out of jail, and now Dom, Mia, and Brian are the most wanted fugitives in the country, and anyone who helps them are now fugitives. And so Dom assembles a team. It's Tej and Roman and 2 other guys, and Han was also in the last one, but for a very short amount of time. They are also now wanted fugitives, and the FBI gets Luke Hobbs on the job. Luke Hobbs, played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and he hunts them down like they're nothing. He can find them, and he tells his team to not let them get in their cars. And so Brian, Tej, Roman, and Dom, they're gonna plan a big heist. And so they practice and practice so the cameras can't see them. And so the police chases after them, and when they go under the bridge, they manage, it's not revealed until the end of the movie, but I'll say it anyway. They swap out the money vault that they took where they hooked it onto the cars. They swapped that vault out for a fake vault. They outsmarted the police. And that's the end of 5. Now is Fast and Furious 6. Fast and Furious 6 is where Dom finds out Letty is alive. But she has amnesia. And they're going against this guy named Owen Shaw. And he is powerful. He knows the group's weakness. And he has a bulletproof car. He has a bulletproof car. He tries to take out the team, but he ends up losing at the end. Dom tries to help Letty remember who she is. Han's also in this one, and Han's girlfriend, yeah, she sacrifices himself for Han. And so that's basically it. And that's what inspires Han to go to Tokyo. Tokyo Drift is 3. Yeah, why is it after 6? Yeah, Tokyo Drift takes place between 6 and 7. 4, 5, and 6 take place as prequels. Because if you watch it in chronological order, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they're gonna be like, why is Han in 4, 5, and 6? Let me explain. Okay, so Tokyo Drift is basically, it doesn't have Paul Walker in it, but it has Vin Diesel. So basically, Han takes this kid named Sean under his wing, and Han dies, and Sean avenges him, and then Tokyo Drift is my favorite. It takes place in Tokyo, Japan. It's set in the year 2014, but is stuck in the year 2006, I think. And yeah, basically that's it. How did Han die? It shows in Tokyo Drift that he died by a member, but it was actually Deckard Shaw, Owen Shaw's older brother. And Deckard Shaw hunts down Dom and his team. So basically, that's it. Furious 7 is the last one that Paul Walker's in, because this is dedicated to Paul Walker because he died. And this episode is also dedicated to Paul Walker and his family. 7 is the last mission for Brian, because he's a dad. And so basically they pull off a heist to rescue Ramsey, who created God's Eye, a computer program that can locate anyone by audio devices and cameras, and just by their voice. And it gets stolen by Deckard Shaw and his team, and they work to get it back. They can't let Ramsey die, so they pull off, I think, 3 car swaps. And yeah, they also have a funeral for Han because he died in Tokyo. And basically that's it. And yeah, that's basically about it for 7. The fate of the Furious is Furious 8. Yeah, Dom is turned against the family by this villain named Cypher, and Dom finds out the woman he was seeing while he thought Letty was dead, was pregnant, and Dom basically has a son. But the woman dies, and basically that's that. But all ends well when the family's back having a barbecue again. Dom names his son Brian, and that's it. Next time on Story of the Movies, it's bonus episode 5, Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Stay safe and peace.